Okay. Oh, you can let Rachel Day in. She's a panelist.
Okay, 1 second.
She's my boss.
And you're live.
Okay, great. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Good evening. My name is Brooke Moore, and I'm the chair of the Nantucket Council for Human Services. I want to welcome you to this public forum we're calling Parenting Through COVID. Our goal this evening is to introduce you to many of Nantucket's human service agencies and to have them tell you a little bit about the services that they offer to support you and your family during these difficult days of the COVID pandemic. I'd like to first introduce Athlyn Sweeney, our vice chair. Athlyn, do you want to say hello?
Sure. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Two of our members, our board members, Cindy Rivera and Vanessa Rendero, will be providing interpretation in Spanish and Portuguese this evening. So I'm going to have them do this first part right now. Cindy, do you want to go ahead?
Hi, my name is Cindy, and I'll be translating from English to Spanish. Hola, mi nombre es Cindy, y voy a estar traduciendo hoy de español a inglés.
Okay. And Vanessa?
Hello, my name is Vanessa. I'll be interpreting today from Portuguese, English, and English into Portuguese. Meu nome é Vanessa, estarei hoje como sua intérprete, estarei interpretando do português para o inglês e do inglês para o português.
Okay, thank you. Other board members who are here tonight are Claudia Vale. Claudia, do you want to say hi?
Hello, everyone. Very, very happy and pleased to be here with everybody.
Okay. And we also have with us this evening, Rachel Day, Assistant Town Manager, who helps out from the town of Nantucket's perspective on this work.
Thank you, Brooke. Good evening, everyone.
Okay, thanks for coming. Okay, the Council for Human Services, in case you don't know anything about us, is a 7-member board of community members, and our mission is to make recommendations to the Select Board and Town Administration regarding the provision of human services in a manner which can best serve the residents of Nantucket and the coordination of efforts of existing service organizations. So we meet on a monthly basis in public meetings, and the public is always welcome to join our meetings. Okay. To give you an idea of what to expect this evening, I'm going to introduce each of our panelists, who will in turn give a brief description of their organization, describe the services they offer that would specifically address the needs of parents during this COVID pandemic, and explain how their organization serves members of the community who do not speak English as their primary language. After their presentations, we will then invite the audience members to ask questions of our panelists. Cindy, do you want to translate that section, the explanation? Are you comfortable doing that?
Sure. Buenas noches, nosotros somos el Comité de Servicios Humanos de la ciudad de Nantucket. Nos reunimos una vez al mes y nuestro propósito es trabajar con el gobierno local y dar recomendaciones sobre los servicios humanos que están disponibles en la comunidad.
Okay. Vanessa, can you do that in Portuguese for us?
Nós somos o Conselho Municipal de Serviços Humanos de Nantucket. Nós somos no total de 7 membros e nossa missão é estar dando recomendações ao Select Board, que é a junta de vereadores, cujo poder é executivo e legislativo, e para a administração municipal, com relação às provisões de serviços humanos, de uma maneira que pode servir da melhor forma possível os residentes de Nantucket. E a gente faz um trabalho coordenado com as organizações locais.
Okay, thank you, Vanessa. So I'm going to move to our panelists, and I'm going to start with Elise Norton from the Family Resource Center. Welcome, Elise.
Thank you, Brooke. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm very pleased to be asked to be here this evening and speak to you about the Nantucket Family Resource Center. Quick overview of the center is the long and the short of it is we wear a lot of hats at the Family Resource Center. One thing we do is we are a clearinghouse for the other various resources that are available to community members. So if you were to call the Family Resource Center, and have a conversation with us about your needs, and we would be conversing with you and helping connect you with the resources that are going to best serve you. And we're probably going to connect you with a lot of the people that are here tonight with me that are going to speak with you about the services that they offer. In addition to referral services that we offer at the Family Resource Center, we also offer a full calendar of classes and programming for families on Nantucket. We offer parenting classes, parenting support groups. We offer mom and me programming. We offer classes for kids. We offer teen programming. So we have a very full schedule, and we offer a calendar every month. So, feel free to look us up and follow us on Facebook. You'll see a lot of what we have going on and up-to-date posts on our programming available there. We also offer, in partnership with a baby center, we offer diapers, wipes, baby formula. So we're really pleased to be able to offer those services to the community. You're welcome to call the center, come by to pick up diapers anytime. We also do accept donations at the center of clothing and baby equipment and baby items. So we always have on hand a large amount of baby equipment, cribs, high chairs, blankets, bibs, pacifiers that are available for free to the community, as well as clothing for youth and teens and toddlers and babies. So if you are in need of clothing, please contact the center. We also, this time of year, we are accepting donations of coats, hats, gloves, and we have a lot of that on hand as well. So if you or anyone you know is in need of a coat or any other cold weather outerwear, please contact the center and we would love to help you get a coat or a hat. We hate to see anyone go cold. We also offer services for families with students at school. We have on staff at our center a school liaison that is available to assist families. If your student is struggling with remote learning or any aspect of school, we have our school liaison is available to work with you and the school to problem solve and find best solutions for your family and your student. So we're very happy to be able to offer a myriad of services to our community. Thank you.
And I will add that the Family Resource Center has access to interpreter services. So you're free if you're not able to speak English fluently and you need help in any other language, they can set up an interpreter to help navigate the conversation. So I wanted to just make that point. Great, thanks, Elise. Okay, next up, Janice Carrero from Nantucket Food, Fuel, and Rental Assistance.
Hello, my name is Janice Carrero, as Moore mentioned. I am the Executive Director for the Nantucket Food, Fuel, and Rental Assistance Program, which is an outreach program of the Nantucket Interfaith Council. We have been servicing the island for many years in 3 distinct areas. Number 1, we operate the Nantucket Food Pantry, which is there to provide supplemental nutritious food to any individual on the island who, for financial reasons or whatever on it, are unable to feed themselves or their families. The pantry is open on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 2 to 6 p.m. We are currently located at the NRTA bus terminal station, where individuals can come and select a menu of food items that they would like. Those items are prepared by our volunteers, bagged and given to the individuals who come. For those individuals who are now suffering from COVID, whether they are quarantined or isolated because they have a positive diagnosis or been close to someone who has had a positive diagnosis and is unable to come to the pantry, we will make home deliveries to those individuals. The rental assistance program provides short-term emergency assistance to individuals who, for a variety of reasons, are financially unable to pay their rent and may be facing homelessness or eviction. We provide that service generally to island residents who have lived here for at least 2 years. But during the period of COVID, if someone has been diagnosed and has to quarantine or isolate, we will make an exception to that rule. Ours is it is a short-term rental assistance program. We may help individuals or families to move out of unsafe or unpermitted housing into more permanent housing, out of seasonal housing into more permanent housing, during periods of unemployment or illness or other financial instability. We will help with either paying a portion of the rent or maybe all of the rent for a short period of time. And the rental payment is made directly to the landlord, the owner of the house. We do not pay sublet tenants. We pay only the owner of the house. The fuel assistance program, we do a variety of things with fuel assistance. We help individuals and families apply for the state's low-income energy assistance program. We will help fill out that application and send it on to the state contractor. For individuals who may not qualify for that program because of income, it is a low-income program. We also are the representative on the island for the Salvation Army's Good Neighbor Energy Policy. And we have some grants and donations which allow us to make direct assistance payments for electricity, heat, gas, and oil, and water to ensure that people are warm and have adequate basic utilities during a period of financial instability. A good many of our clients are non-English speaking. And for that reason, we do have interpreter services to help us interview individuals and get them the services that they need. Approximately 50% of the individuals that we service are families with children.
Okay, thank you, Janice.
You're welcome.
Next up is Pauline Cronin, along with Michelle from the Nantucket Community School.
Thank you, Brooke. My name is Pauline Cronin. I'm the Early Childhood Program Coordinator for Nantucket Community School. The community school is part of the public school system. We provide out of school time programming everything from before babies are born, we start talking to the families. We have programs right up to for the elderly. We have youth and teen programs. We also have the driver's ed school. We do the SOL programs. We have the community pool, Dance Works, the dance program. We provide summer camps. And you can find out more about us on Facebook and Instagram. We have our pages are listed on our community, our webpage, I'm sorry, nantucketcommunityschool.org. For the purpose of this, we provide resource and referral also. We don't want any family to struggle to be able to meet their needs. I always say if we don't know the answer, we know somebody who does. So we're someone you can reach out to, whether it's a problem with parenting, it's a challenge you're having with parenting, which is completely normal. Or you're interested in joining one of our play and learn groups and learn how to help your child grow and develop on track. We can come to you and do a welcome baby visit after you've virtually right now, of course, after you've had a child and tell you what programs we have on offer. And we have a full-time Spanish speaking translator, Michelle Saravia, who's here. Michelle, if you just want to introduce yourself and touch on some of those points, that would be great.
Okay, thank you, Pauline. Mi nombre es Michelle Saravia. Yo soy la intérprete de la Escuela Comunitaria de Nantucket.
We can just move on if Michelle can't hear me. I'm sorry.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, so
Pauline,
never be afraid to reach out and ask a question.
Can you guys hear me?
go ahead, Michelle.
Okay, buenas noches. Mi nombre es Michelle Saravia. Yo soy la intérprete de la Escuela Comunitaria de Nantucket. Nosotros ofrecemos programas desde el momento que la mujer sale embarazada hasta cierta edad de mayores. Ofrecemos clases para niños desde pequeñitos, ofrecemos clases de manejo para adultos y para jóvenes, para mayores de edad, perdón. También ofrecemos servicios comunitarios en nuestra piscina, Dance Works, ofrecemos citas de bienvenido familia, bienvenido bebé. Si usted tiene alguna pregunta para mí, por favor comuníquese con la Escuela Comunitaria de Nantucket en Facebook o en Instagram o www.nantucketcommunityschool.com. Gracias.
Thanks, Michelle. Pauline, we lost you there, but Michelle was good. So great. So next up is Sunny Daly from Health Imperatives.
Hello, I'm Sunny Daly. I'm the site director of Health Imperatives. Health Imperatives is a nonprofit that runs 3 different programs. We run the Sexual and Reproductive Health Clinic, the WIC office, and the Young Parents Support Program. All of those services are available for free or at low cost, and services are available in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. I want to talk a little bit about a couple of the programs that may be helpful to parents. The Sexual and Reproductive Health Clinic is open. It's not available for walk-ins though, so folks need to call the office before coming in. We do screen everybody over the phone for COVID-19 before they come into the clinic. But the type of services you could access through our office include cancer screenings, so cervical checks, breast exams. You can also access birth control methods, including IUDs or implants or birth control pills. We do offer sexual transmitted infection testing and treatment. And we also offer medication. It's called PrEP or PEP, which is pre or post-exposure prophylactics for HIV prevention. We do also offer gender affirming hormone therapy at our office. So if folks are interested, we encourage you just to call the office. We can usually get people in within the week. And again, those services are available at no cost if you do not have insurance. If you do have health insurance, we're happy to bill your health insurance as well. So that's available at the office. We also have the WIC program, which Alice is going to speak about in 1 minute. And then we have the Healthy Families program. That's a parenting support group, support program that is available to parents 20 years and younger that are parenting their first child. So if you are expecting or if you have a child, this is a program to help sort of fill in the gaps with educating you so that you can be the best parent to your child. We'll also contact you to support services like WIC or the Family Resource Center if you need it. We're there every step of the way through pregnancy, labor and delivery, and up to 2 years postpartum. So again, that's a free program that's available through Health Imperatives. And I'm going to toss it over to Alice, and she's going to talk about the WIC program that's available.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. My name is Alice Townsend. I'm a registered dietitian, and I work as a nutritionist for WIC. As Sunny mentioned, the WIC program is run through Health Imperatives. If you're not familiar with WIC, it stands for Women, Infants, and Children. And we provide free nutritious foods, breastfeeding support, nutrition counseling, and referrals to families. In order to qualify, you must be a pregnant mom, postpartum mom, or be a family with a child under 5. Foster kids are automatically eligible. There's also an income requirement. If you are on SNAP or cash assistance, or if your child or you have Mass Health Standard, you automatically qualify. Otherwise, you can qualify through paychecks. We provide our services regardless of immigration status, and WIC is not a public charge. We have translation services. We have staff in our Cape Cod office that translate in Spanish and Portuguese. And we also have a translation line that translates to virtually any language. And in addition to our regular WIC services, which we're providing completely remotely during COVID, we've been doing a lot of classes online mostly. We have an IBCLC on staff who does weekly breastfeeding classes, infant care classes, and a breastfeeding support group, and that's all on Zoom. I've been doing lots of Zoom classes for cooking and nutrition, which has been a lot of fun. A lot of them have been partnerships with other organizations. So I have a monthly class right now with the Saltmarsh Center, a monthly class through WIC, which is also open to community members. We are just about wrapping up a 5-week cooking and nutrition class with Acteen, in collaboration with Boys and Girls Club and a bunch of other organizations, which has been really great because the kids have been getting ingredients at home and cooking along. So there's one more installment of that next Thursday if anyone wants to join. And we have and with Sustainable Nantucket, we're doing a container gardening workshop. So February 22nd and 24th at 5 p.m. The 22nd will be in Spanish and the 24th will be in English. And the participants will be provided with the materials to build container gardens, and we'll be doing a cooking demonstration as well. There's also a free cookbook that comes with it in English and Spanish, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And we have some food outreach programs as well. We're doing Tuesday delivery meals with the Community Foundation. The food has been prepared by the Culinary Center, and soon Fairgrounds is taking that over. And then we have a really awesome project in the works with 100 Mile Makers. So lots going on. Thanks again for having me.
Lots in the food sphere. Thank you, Alice, so much. Julie Kingston from A Safe Place. Julie, are you there? Oh, she looks like she's frozen. I'm gonna skip over Julie and go to Amanda from Fairwinds until she gets her connection back.
Hi, everybody. It's so nice to see you all. I'm Brooke. Thank you for having me. My name is Amanda Wright. I'm the clinical director at Fairwinds. Fairwinds is Nantucket's counseling center. We've been in existence for over 60 years. Currently, we are offering 9 lines of service, and we're doing everything via telehealth. One of our large services is outpatient counseling. We provide counseling to children, to adults, couples, and families and individuals. We also offer in-home therapy where when it's not COVID time, then we'll have a clinician go into the house to work with both the child and the parents. and that's for children who are at risk of out of home or out of school. And through that program, we have therapeutic mentors and therapy training and support providers. We also do psych testing for both children and adults. We do med management. We have Dr. Maxwell, who's triple board certified, and he sees children and adults. And then we also have Dr. Kasha, who's a neurodevelopment pediatrician, and she sees children under 12 for med management. Other services that we offer peer recovery coaching for those individuals that are looking to work on their sobriety or those that are sober. We also have a community support provider program to help those with mental health issues obtain services in the community. And we are also able to provide services regardless of the ability to pay. So we do a sliding fee scale down to 0. So we take insurance, but regardless of the ability to pay, we're able to help you. Lastly, we have an urgent behavioral health clinic that's Monday to Friday night from 5 to 6. It's via telehealth. It's free of charge. So if anyone is looking to get connected to a counselor or you're just struggling and need someone to talk to, please feel free to call Fairwinds at 508-228-2689 to ask to speak to one of our front desk people to schedule an appointment for a same day appointment that night. We recognize that COVID has been very challenging for everybody, and we are here to help. We always say client voice and choice. So please feel free to call the agency and we can schedule you an appointment that day. Thank you.
Thanks, Amanda. So I'll go back to Julie. Are you back with us, I think?
I hope I'm back. Sorry about that. That's the internet for you.
That's how it goes.
I'm just going to start right at the beginning. I'm Julie Kingston. I'm one of the clinicians at A Safe Place. A Safe Place is a domestic violence, rape crisis, and sexual assault center. All of our services are free of charge. We have 3 licensed clinicians on board. We have rape crisis counselors. We have advocates, and we offer supervised visitation. So that would be in conjunction with the court. In addition to those clinical services, we have a small food pantry. We also have diapers and wipes. And we often work in partnership with many of the agencies that you're seeing tonight if clients have needs that are outside of the focus of the clinic. We are LGBTQ friendly, and we see clients aged 5 and up. Our services are offered in English, Spanish, and in Portuguese. We also are working in partnership with the Community Foundation to offer meals to our clients that are prepared by the Beat, and that's done once a week. Many of our services are virtual, but there are some services that are being offered in person. We have an advocate who goes to court at least twice a week. So they would also accompany clients if they need to the local police station in the event they're looking for restraining orders or abuse prevention orders. And that's about it. I would encourage anyone who wonders if their needs are appropriate for our agency to reach out to us at 508-228-0561 and speak with someone there. If we aren't the best fit, we certainly will connect you with other agencies. We also are available 24/7. So in the event that an incident occurs during the evening or on weekends, if you call the clinic at 508-228-2111, you can reach a rape crisis counselor or one of our advocates who will work with you to try and determine what the best plan of action is based on the concern that you're presenting. Thank you.
Thanks, Julie. And then finally, Erin Russell from Gosnold.
Hello, thank you for having us participate in this forum tonight. My name is Erin Russell, and I'm a licensed social worker. I'm an outpatient director at Gosnold and oversee the Nantucket office. Gosnold is a nonprofit organization in the prevention, treatment, and recovery of mental health and substance use disorders. Gosnold was started on Cape Cod in 1972 and has grown tremendously over the years. Our mission is to excel in addiction and mental health treatment and to serve men, women, and families affected by this illness and to promote lasting recovery. Gosnold offers a broad range of services We have inpatient services, including a detox in Falmouth and an inpatient rehab in Cantonment. We have 2 residential treatment facilities in Falmouth supporting individuals in early recovery. We have Emerson House that is for women and Miller House that is for men. We have a wide variety of care management services, including coaching, hospital navigators, community sport program. We have 5 outpatient sites in an expansive school-based program. But specifically to Nantucket, we offer individual, couples, and family therapy. We also offer medication management. And then 2 specific programs that we offer that are specific to, can help parents and other family members is we have our emergency service program. So we provide emergency services to individuals who are on mass health, uninsured or underinsured. That is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for children, adolescents, or adults in crisis or experiencing a mental health emergency. Services include crisis intervention and stabilization support. We can provide these services in the hospital if it's a safety concern and someone needs to be in the hospital, but we can also offer these services in the community. We can go to schools if kids are having a difficult time in school and need an evaluation. So they can't, or we've gone to Fairwinds before, or any of the other agencies tonight on this forum. And the other program we offer is the Family Support Group. It's called the Reaching Out Program. It's a weekly 2-hour family support group and is a continuous open group for all Nantucket community members. This group facilitates and helps those affected by loved ones that are in addiction, have an addiction or a mental health problem, and it builds a network of interdependent family support on the island. You do not have to be a Gosnold patient to participate in these groups. It is anonymous, and anyone can be self-referred or be referred from a different agency. Throughout COVID, we have been providing our services through telehealth. And the good thing about that is that we have some services on Cape that aren't on island that are at a higher level of care, like our partial hospitalization. It's a day treatment group program, or our structured outpatient addiction program, which we call SOAP, and it's a half-day group treatment. And those services are provided through telehealth. So if that is something that is kind of a bonus with the telehealth, is that we're able to provide that higher level of care that's usually not offered on our Nantucket site. And like I said, all these are provided by telehealth right now. We do have an interpreter line that we use for any language, and we can use that for any level of care. And if you have any questions, you can, or would like to start up services, you can contact the Nantucket office at 508-228-3955. If you or your child or someone you know is experiencing a mental health emergency or needs support, you may call the emergency services number at 877-784-6273. Thank you.
Great, thanks, Erin. And I said last, but I didn't mean that, because I'm also going to ask Vanessa to talk about the Immigration Resource Center. She looks surprised.
I was kind of concentrated here, what Erin was saying. Yeah. Okay, so the Immigration Resource Center, I'm sorry, I got just lost here on my message.
No
Forgive me. I was about to say that in Portuguese, so I'm sorry. Let me get the message, please. I'm sorry. I was here with the message. Hold on a second, please. Hold on a second. Brooke, can I start by saying that in Portuguese? Do you mind?
Sure. No.
Okay.
If you're ready in Portuguese, go for it.
Yes, I am. Yeah. So, o Immigration Resource Center é o Centro de Recurso de Imigração. ajuda imigrantes conectando-os a organizações locais que fornecem suporte educacional, financeiro, legal e médico. Devido à pandemia da COVID, estamos atendendo apenas por e-mail e telefone. Também estamos ajudando imigrantes qualificados, afetados pela pandemia, a pagar certas despesas domésticas, médicas, seguros, despesas com transportes e mantimentos. Para ver se você ou alguém que você conhece se qualifica, envie uma mensagem de texto para nós, para 774-325-6824, ou para o e-mail, que é o Immigration Resource Center, @gmail.com. Iremos colocar essas informações nos comentários, tá? Ok. Done. I just need, Brooke, the message I just lost. I'm sorry.
No worries.
For the
I got,
Immigration Resource Center.
so just, you don't need to read anything. Just describe the Immigration Resource Center. Just use.
Okay. So the Immigration Resource Center is helping immigrants, connecting them to all the local organizations. So we offer support, educational, legal, medical support. Due to the pandemic, we are assisting clients through email or by telephone. So we also, for the qualified immigrants that have been affected by the pandemic, we are helping them to pay for certain expenses, like certain utilities, medical expenses, insurance, and groceries, okay? So if somebody, you or somebody that you know, think that you may be qualified, just check it out, okay? Send us a message, a text message to 774-325-6824, or to our mail, send us an email to immigrationresourcecenter@gmail.com, okay? So we'll be in touch within 48 hours. So Debbie Dubois would be here to present, to introduce us for the Immigration Resource Center, but she was unable. So thank you, Brooke.
That's great. Thank you very much. And the Immigration Resource Center is supported with generous grants from the Community Foundation to support the population that has not qualified for federal stimulus and other programs, particularly undocumented immigrants. So it's a very important gap filler in our services for families during the COVID pandemic and outside of the COVID pandemic. So thanks everybody for your introductions. This next section of our evening is really about anybody who wants to ask a question. And we have a few attendees who've joined us this evening. So if anybody out there listening on the Zoom webinar would like to ask a question, you can either type it in the Q&A, or you can use the raised hand feature at the bottom of your screen, and we will call on you and you can ask your question, and feel free to ask in Spanish, English, or Portuguese, and we will provide translation and interpretation for your question. So anybody out there got a question?
Brooke, can we interpret this piece of yours, please?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah,
So,
good idea,
Cindy.
Vanessa. Thank you, and Cindy too.
Se alguém que está aqui assistindo, está prestigiando esta programação, e você gostaria de fazer uma pergunta diretamente para os representantes desta organização, você pode fazer sua pergunta na função que você vai ver aí no Zoom, que é QIA, que é perguntas e respostas, ou você pode levantar a sua mão. Fique à vontade de falar em língua portuguesa, que eu estarei interpretando para você. Ok? Obrigada.
Thanks. Cindy?
Si alguno de los participantes que está aquí con nosotros tiene alguna pregunta, Para alguno de los representantes de las agencias que tenemos hoy aquí, con mucho gusto les podemos interpretar la pregunta y servir de intérpretes. Gracias.
Great. While everybody out there is thinking about raising their hand and asking a question, I know Vanessa said she had some questions from folks today who weren't able to come tonight that we thought we'd have her ask, and see if we can get the answers for people.
Yes, thank you, Brooke. Yeah, there is, I have a few questions here. So those people said to me they were like shy to, to be here with us, but they are watching us. So the question is, there is this question from somebody in the community. The question is, she said, in September, I had loss of smell and taste. And until today, I'm not feeling good. Yeah, they're not normal. So since I don't have an insurance, I don't know where to go on an island to seek for help. Is there any kind of assistance or follow-up that I could have on Nantucket to help me to have my my sense of smell back? And also the taste. So I think she might, I know this individual might have, be got infected by COVID in the past, a few months ago.
So I'm guessing we may not be able to give a medical answer, but I think perhaps the question might be, where might an uninsured individual go to get medical help on Nantucket? Does anyone out there want to take that question?
I'll take that because this is an area that I feel like Health Imperative sometimes crosses into because we do see people regardless of income and insurance status, but our parameters are very strict around the type of healthcare we can provide, which is directly related to sexual and reproductive health. If folks don't have insurance, the only avenue that they have is to go through the hospital. The hospital can help you register for insurance if you qualify, and it is open enrollment through the end of May. If you don't qualify for insurance or you can't afford it, they can work with you on a sliding fee scale. So all of that is set up through Nantucket Cottage Hospital through their social services department.
Great, thanks, Sunny. And I'm going to let Vanessa and Cindy, whoever wants to go first, to translate that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna interpret now.
Okay, go ahead.
Então, nós não podemos dar respostas médicas, mas podemos dizer aonde você pode ir. Sunny disse, do Family Planning, ela disse que atende muitas pessoas na clínica, pessoas que não têm status imigratório e que não têm plano de saúde. O trabalho deles é bem específico, relacionado à saúde reprodutiva. No entanto, ela falou que você, ou alguém que está assistindo, né, que de repente está passando pela mesma situação, deve ir ao hospital. O hospital tem um departamento chamado Serviços Sociais, aonde eles podem estar ajudando você a pagar como parcelas o seu atendimento. E também, no final de maio, haverá abertura de matrícula para os planos de saúde, tá? Para certos planos de saúde. Então, esse foi o que a Sunny disse, tá? Então, serviços sociais do Nantucket Cottage Hospital, eles poderão ajudar você. Obrigada.
Thanks. Cindy, do you want to take a stab at that?
I am going to interpret the question first, and then Sunny Daly's answer to that question. Okay. La pregunta es de una persona que sufrió COVID en agosto y hasta este momento todavía siente algunos síntomas de la enfermedad, como la pérdida del olfato. Y entonces esta persona pregunta, ¿cuál agencia de Nantucket que lo puede ayudar. La respuesta de Sony es que la única agencia que los puede ayudar en este momento es el hospital. Si en este momento usted siente que tiene algún síntoma después de haber sufrido el COVID y no tiene seguro médico, el hospital los puede ayudar a calificar para el seguro médico, y si todavía no califica para el seguro médico, el hospital los puede ayudar para obtener asistencia, para tener el servicio médico que necesiten. Así que el hospital es la fuente que los puede ayudar mejor.
Thanks, Cindy. Okay. Anyone else have a question out there? Vanessa, I think you
Brooke,
said you
I
had
wanted
another
to
one.
add to that as another resource potentially as
Sure.
a question is I hear the medical piece of this question, but I also hear the education piece in this question. So I'm wondering if anybody knows about COVID symptom hotlines that this person could call that's bilingual and Portuguese, where she could ask her questions about her symptoms to understand, is it expected to have these symptoms for a while? Will it hurt her? I mean, I think some of those questions getting answered may waylay her need to go into the ER. So in other words, are there other call-in types of services where you can get some of those COVID symptom questions answered?
I think it's a great question. And if nobody has any if anybody has a suggestion, great. And if not, we are planning to keep these questions and try to do our best to put out an FAQ sheet following this event so that folks can get access to resources. Amanda.
I just actually Googled, and if you dial 211, it's through MassGov, but you can learn more about symptoms and treatment and prevention in different languages.
Okay. Vanessa and Cindy, do you want to explain that in Portuguese and Spanish?
Yes, please. Just a quick question for Atheling. Atheling, do you know that hotline phone? Do you have that information?
I don't. I was putting it out to the panelists and everybody to see if anybody knew of a hotline.
I got it. Okay, I got it. Thank you so much. Então, a Amanda da Fairwinds, ela disse que ela acabou de ver aqui pelo Google o número de telefone 211, que vai te levar às informações do site oficial do governo de Massachusetts, mass.gov, onde você pode extrair informações a respeito dos sintomas, né, posteriores ao coronavírus, tá bom? E tem várias línguas. Thank you.
Cindy.
Amanda de Fairwinds nos da la información de que puede marcar al número 211 para obtener más detalles sobre los síntomas del COVID, y la información está en diferentes lenguajes. Así que esa es una opción para cualquier persona que esté buscando información adicional.
Okay, great. Thank you. I have a question in the Q&A. ¿Cómo me pueden ayudar para la renta? So there we go. My not great Spanish. And how can someone help me with rent in English? So Janice?
Give me a call at 508-901-1320, and we will discuss your situation. And if we can help you, we will.
Great. And in Spanish, since that's how the question came in. So Vanessa and Cindy, do you want to put that back out?
Okay.
Better than I can?
Sí, claro. Para cualquier persona que necesita ayuda con la renta, para poder obtener más información y saber si califican, llamen al número de teléfono 508-901-1320 y ahí los van a ayudar en español para ver si califican para la ayuda.
And Vanessa?
Para qualquer pessoa que precisar de ajuda com aluguel e verificar se qualifica, por gentileza, ligue para o 508-901-1320. O atendimento será em espanhol.
Thank you. I'm not seeing any raised hands or other questions. Vanessa, did you have another question that came from someone who was shy?
I do. I think this one is kind of general, but well, let's see. The question is, so this person said, my son is an American citizen, but he wasn't qualified to get any federal help in the past. I'm wondering if there is any federal help that I could request it for. I and my husband are undocumented.
So I'm gonna, Amanda, go ahead.
No, I was going to suggest that they call the social service department at the hospital, and the hospital can get a translator to help them and be able to answer their questions and direct them in the right way.
Okay. So if you guys want to translate Amanda's answer, and
I will.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Amanda da Fairwind said, ela sugere o seguinte, que você entre em contato diretamente com o serviço social do Nantucket Cottage Hospital, e eles têm os serviços de interpretação para te ajudar a responder quaisquer perguntas a respeito desta ajuda.
Okay. And Cindy, do you want to do the question and answer?
Yes, just to clarify with Vanessa, the question was referring to medical insurance coverage for a minor. Is that correct?
I'm sorry. No, the question was about federal help. I think
Financial.
The financial, exactly. Thank you, Brooke.
Okay. La pregunta que nos hacen es, ¿cuál agencia en Nantucket le podría ayudar a alguna persona que quiere saber qué ayuda federal está disponible para su hijo? Y la respuesta de Amanda de Fairwinds es que lo mejor sería contactar a los servicios sociales del Hospital de Nantucket, y ellos tienen intérprete y los pueden ayudar con esa pregunta.
Elise, yes, go ahead.
I would also like to add to what Amanda said that anyone that is wondering what services or resources are available to them, please call us at the Family Resource Center. My staff is very knowledgeable in resources that are available to you on a local base and on a federal and state-wide services. We'd be more than happy to have a conversation with you and help you to understand what is available to you and your family.
Great, thanks, Elise. Vanessa and Cindy, do you want to translate that out?
Oh, can I add before you?
Sure.
All of our services are offered confidentially and free of cost.
Yes. Elise, do Family Resource Center, a Elise, ela é do Centro de Recurso da Família. Ela disse que gostaria de adicionar que eles têm recursos de informações completas para oferecer para você. Tá? Os funcionários deles têm um grande conhecimento de ajudas locais, estaduais e a nível federal. Então, ela pede que você ligue para eles poderem estar te orientando, te guiando e atendendo a sua necessidade. E mostrar para você e direcionar você para o que está disponível para você. E ela também frisou que O atendimento será mantido, ele é mantido em sigilo e não há custo nenhum para você. Thank you. Obrigada.
Alice del Centro de Recursos de Familia nos está informando que si alguna persona tiene alguna pregunta y no están seguras cuál agencia es la agencia indicada o no saben quién los puede guiar, llamar al Centro de Recursos de Familia de Nantucket, porque toda la información se maneja de manera confidencial, no tiene ningún costo y el centro los puede guiar a cuál agencia local, estatal o federal es la mejor fuente de la información.
Great, thanks, Cindy. Cindy, I'm going to send you by direct message a question that came in Spanish, which I'm not going to butcher again.
Yes, the question is, I have a kid with autism and I want to know if there is a place on Nantucket where he can receive swimming classes.
So I can speak to that. Hopefully I won't get cut off this time. They can reach out to the community pool. Right now we don't have the capacity to offer swim lessons because of COVID, but we will do everything in our part to make sure those classes happen. And also the STAR program, the Sports and Therapeutic Accessible Recreation, offer swim programs too.
Okay, great. Were you able to hear that, Cindy?
I need to clarify something before I can translate. Did you say that the community pool is not functioning at the moment, but you can reach out and ask if they can help this person?
Correct. We're not able to do our learn to swim lessons right now because of COVID, but I would encourage the family to reach out for future classes.
Oh, so you're saying for future lessons, not at the moment. So at this time, there is no place on island where this person can go. Okay. La pregunta que nos entró aquí es una madre que tiene un niño con autismo y quiere saber dónde podría recibir clases de natación. La respuesta que recibimos de la escuela comunitaria es que en este momento la piscina comunitaria no está funcionando por el tema del COVID, pero que tan pronto como el COVID se resuelva, las clases de natación volverán a iniciar y que lo que puede hacer es llamar a la escuela comunitaria y Michelle la puede atender en español y quizás Michelle la puede guiar hasta cuál sería el momento en que las clases van a iniciar de nuevo o guiarla hasta cuál sería el mejor recurso. Así que Michelle en la escuela comunitaria es la persona a la que tiene que contactar.
Okay. And I think Pauline also mentioned the STAR program, which is an activities class.
Yes. Okay. También ella mencionó un programa que se llama STAR, que es también de la escuela comunitaria y que tienen diferentes clases para actividades para niños. Y Michelle Saravia también será la persona de contacto.
Okay.
I also say something interrupt here. If Michelle wants to add anything to what I just said, please go ahead.
Sí, le voy a agregar un poquito lo que Cindy dijo. Si ustedes necesitan más información sobre el programa de STAR, contáctenme y probablemente podemos hacer algo con la natación para los niños especiales también.
Okay. Can someone say that in English so everybody else understands, for those of us who are not?
I'm sorry, I said that since Pauline is cutting off, so we also have a STAR program, so they can always reach out to me and I can just give them the referral and who to contact to.
Okay. Oh, you're muted, but we're good. Okay. Thank you. That's great. Internet, everything,
Brooke.
right? Yes,
Brooke, excuse me.
Vanessa.
Can I just interpret it very quick?
Sure, please.
Please. Okay, so let me just go back to KUR. Okay. I can't see her question anymore. Why, Brooke? Ok, a pergunta foi, a pergunta de um membro da comunidade foi que o filho dela tem autismo e ela gostaria que ele fizesse aulas de natação. A Pauline, que é a coordenadora da escola comunitária de Nantucket, disse que, no momento, eles não estão em funcionamento devido à crise pandêmica. Mas ela solicita que as famílias entrem em contato para as aulas de natação futuras. A Michele Saraiva, ela é intérprete e poderá te ajudar com essas informações. Tem um programa chamado STAR, que oferece atividades diferenciadas para crianças, tá bom? Então, entre em contato também com a Michele, da Escola Comunitária de Nantucket, para estar te informando com mais detalhes sobre essa programação, incluindo as aulas de natação para crianças com autismo. Obrigada. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Any other questions out there for us tonight? Any panelists have questions for other panelists? All right.
I have a last question, Brooke, from another member. It's kind of like similar to the other one, but since it came from another person, I think we have to value her question for sure. So her question was, I heard that the new administration will send funds to help the undocumented population. Is that right? I would like to get, if so, I would like to get further information about this, please. So it's almost similar to the first one, right?
Elise?
Well, I just wonder if we should be redirecting that question right back at you, Vanessa, because you're here on behalf of the Immigration Resource Center.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I thought I was muted. I will just translate the question. Houve uma pergunta aqui de um outro membro da comunidade imigrante. Então, a pergunta foi: eu soube que a nova administração irá liberar fundos para ajudar a população indocumentada. Isso é verdade? Caso positivo, aonde eu poderei obter mais informações sobre isso? Então, Elise passou para mim, olha, de acordo com a informação passada, o que você deve fazer? O primeiro momento é você entrar em contato com o Centro de Recursos da Família, onde temos a Elise, que trabalha lá. Eles têm informações, assim, eles têm uma capacitação onde eles podem te passar informações locais, de organizações locais, estaduais e federais para atender a sua necessidade. Então, a recomendação aqui é que você ligue para eles primeiramente, tá bom? Para pegar essas informações. Obrigada. Thank you. So the answer was, since it was very similar to the first question, I said that this person should be in touch with the Family Resource Center, where they could get all the information that they need, and all the resources that are available for them. Okay, so that's basically what I said. Thank you.
So I'm gonna have Cindy translate the question into Spanish. As I understand it, it is a question about federal financial support. Vanessa, this is the question you asked me this morning, and I have an answer, but I'm gonna have Cindy do this question in Spanish, and then I'm going to give a response as well. So.
La pregunta que nos centra es de una persona que quiere saber si la nueva administración que tenemos en el país va a proporcionar fondos para ayudar a las personas indocumentadas y si así es, ¿a dónde pueden obtener información al respecto?
So I did some research today online, and I'm going to try to keep it as brief as I can. The stimulus package, which is the checks that are being mailed to Americans, the first round excluded children who both parents were undocumented or one parent was undocumented. The second round, the stimulus checks theoretically went to mixed status families where one parent was eligible to work in the US and the other is undocumented. Those families should have received the second stimulus. The current stimulus package is still being debated and has not been passed, so we don't know, but it should follow the same guidelines as the second, meaning if one parent is eligible to live and work in the US and the other is undocumented, that family should receive their children should receive stimulus if they're eligible, but we won't know until the bill passes. I also was advised by our state representative, Dylan Fernandez office, that anyone who has questions about whether they should have received stimulus or not could call our federal representative, Bill Keating's office in Hyannis. And that number is 800-870-2626. And they are doing constituent services and helping people answer these questions as to whether they are or are not eligible for federal payments for their children who are US citizens. So that was a
Brooke, Brooke, can you please repeat the name of the organization in Hyannis and its telephone number, please?
So it is our US representative, our representative to the US House of Representatives, Bill Keating. It is his Hyannis office that serves our community. And the phone number is 800-870-2626.
Okay, 2626.
Wait, yeah, that's it.
I can do it in Spanish if you want.
Okay, thank you, Cindy.
La pregunta es, una persona quiere saber si su hijo va a recibir el cheque que se envió, el cheque de estímulo, el que se va a enviar, que sería el tercero. Y Brooke nos explica que el primer cheque de estímulo que se envió excluyó a niños ciudadanos que tuvieran padres, ya sea uno de los dos padres que no fuera, que fuera indocumentado. El segundo cheque calificaron niños donde uno de los dos padres tuviera documentos o fuera ciudadano. Y el tercer cheque, que es el que estamos esperando, no se ha decidido hasta el momento, pero se espera que sea igual que el segundo cheque, lo cual quiere decir que será para niños ciudadanos que tengan uno de los padres con documentos. De todas maneras, si alguien tiene pregunta y quiere saber si tuvo que haber recibido alguno de los cheques de estímulos, puede llamar a nuestro representante del Congreso, Bill Keating, al número 800-870-2626.
Vanessa.
Ok. Então, respondendo à pergunta sobre a ajuda federal, A Brooke respondeu o seguinte, que ela fez uma pesquisa hoje para obter informações, tá? Então, a primeira remessa dos cheques, eles excluíram as crianças americanas cujos pais, ambos os pais, eles eram indocumentados, então não foram qualificados. A segunda remessa desta ajuda federal, eles beneficiaram as crianças cidadãs cujo pai ou mãe é legal e o outro indocumentado. A terceira remessa, que é o que está se esperando, ainda está em debate e não se sabe se vai ser aprovado. Estamos aguardando. Temos aqui um escritório em Hyannis, que lida com essas questões, que prestam serviços comunitário e dão informações sobre se você estaria ou não qualificada a receber ajuda federal. O telefone desse escritório em Hyannis é 0800 800 870 2626. Obrigada. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa. Any other questions out there? I'm not seeing anything. Well, I just wanted to say a word of gratitude to our panelists tonight for coming and sharing all this information with the community. And I'm hoping that many of you are watching out there on YouTube or NCTV 18 who we don't see in our attendees list. And now you have been introduced to all of these amazing organizations on Nantucket who are here to help you out in times of struggle, especially during this COVID period. And I'm just so grateful for the breadth of service available to our community. So Ashlyn has her hand up, and I think she'd like to say a word.
I just wanted to make sure earlier somebody had asked about rental assistance. And I know that we had Janice speak, but we forgot to have Vanessa speak. And I was pretty sure for the Immigration Center, she had mentioned rental as possible help through your agency as well.
Oh, okay. Vanessa, do you want to respond to that?
Brooke, about the mental, so I'm not sure if I am not sure what to say.
Okay. Okay. Well,
because
then,
what happened is for the Immigration Resource Center, what happened is that as an Immigration Resource Center, we help with medical expenses. So I'm not sure if you wanted me to interpret what has been said about the service into Portuguese. That's what you are saying?
So I think Ashlyn may have misunderstood. The Immigration Resource Center is not offering rental assistance, but would refer to Nantucket food, fuel, and rental assistance for that. It's medical bills, utilities, groceries, insurance, and so forth through the IRC.
Okay, thank you, bro.
So, for clarifying. Yeah. Okay, great.
Can I ask one more question?
Absolutely, Polly.
So there was a question that was floated by me as well, that food, fuel and rental assistance will not pay for sublets, correct? But is there anywhere on Ireland that will help? Because we know so many people are just renting rooms from landlords. Where can they go if they're looking for help?
No, we will pay for a sublet tenant, but we will not pay we will only pay the landlord of the house. So someone may have a lease and may have sublet a room to someone else. We will help that person, but we will pay the landlord of the house. Does that make sense?
So Janice tracks down the owner of the house and pays them directly.
We do it all the time. And we do that to maintain good relationships between tenants and landlords. And we do not want to get caught in a situation where someone is subletting and the owner of the house is unaware. And it complicates, there are many legal issues that get complicated. We will help the sublet tenant, but we will pay the landlord.
Okay, yeah, sure. I understand. There must be people who fear letting people know that they're subletting too.
It happens occasionally, but not that often. Generally, the landlord will probably knows and will understand, but we need to make sure that if we're paying for rent, that the rent is going to the person who owns the house and not to someone else who may use it for another reason.
Absolutely. That's probably worth translating as well. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Vanessa and Cindy, do you want to take a stab at explaining that?
Yes. A pergunta foi, a Paulina, coordenadora da Escola Comunitária de Nantucket, fez uma pergunta referente às pessoas que terceirizam casas, né, que alugam quartos, por exemplo. E ela perguntou assim, como é que se faz para ajudar essas pessoas que alugam quartos? Então, a Jenny, da mesma organização que ajuda com as cestas básicas, falou que não, que eles ajudam, sim, as pessoas que alugam quartos. No entanto, o pagamento ele é feito diretamente ao dono da casa, não a terceiros. Ela esclareceu essa questão. Thank you. Obrigada.
La pregunta que se hizo fue Pauline de la escuela comunitaria preguntó si la agencia de Nantucket que ayuda con la renta también proporciona ayuda a las personas que están rentando un cuarto dentro de una casa y no la casa en sí. Y la respuesta es que sí se les da ayuda a las personas que están rentando un cuarto, pero el pago se hace directamente con el propietario de la casa o la persona que tiene el contrato de renta de la casa y no con personas particulares.
Brooke, I have a question, and actually I don't have a question. There is a question for somebody else. I'm sorry, there is one missing question. Can I share? I can hear, I'm sorry.
You're muted,
Can you hear
Brooke.
me now? I'm sorry. There is one, Brooke, there is one more question. Can you hear me?
Thank you. I'm sorry, I was muted.
I was like that too. I was like talking, I couldn't hear myself. Okay.
Yes,
there is one
please go
missing
ahead.
question, Brooke. I'm so sorry. I just missed one.
Don't be sorry. We have another 10 minutes, so go.
There is this single person that asked this question to me yesterday to share with all of you guys. So this person said, oh, so it's nice to have this topic like parenting through COVID, but I'm single. I don't have even kids. Could I have any help on Nantucket through COVID? So that's her question.
So if you want to ask that in Portuguese, then we'll have Cindy ask it in Spanish, and then I'm going to have Elise answer that.
Houve uma pergunta da comunidade, de um membro da comunidade imigrante, dizendo assim, o tópico é cuidando dos filhos durante a COVID, mas eu sou eu sou solteiro ou eu sou solteira, não tenho filhos, e eu gostaria de saber se eu poderia ter alguma ajuda nesse tempo de pandemia.
La pregunta es de un miembro de la comunidad que dice que es una persona soltera que quiere saber si alguna agencia en la isla ayuda a personas sin niños, así como también el tema que tenemos hoy es la crianza en tiempos de COVID. Esa persona, sí, las agencias ayudan a personas solteras.
Okay, and I'm going to have Elise answer that question.
We are most certainly available to help everyone in the community. All of the agencies here are available to help everyone. We offer services to families, we offer services to couples, and we offer services to individuals. Please contact us with any of your concerns or your needs. I do want to finish up by saying that if you have any question or are unsure which agency is going to best serve you, please call us at the Family Resource Center so that we can assist you in finding the best place to talk to help you with what you need. The phone number at the Family Resource Center is 508-815-5115. If you do not speak English and you need interpreter services, please just request them and we will do our best to assist you in the language that you are most comfortable in. Thank you.
Okay, Vanessa and Cindy want to?
Elise disse, we are here. Elise disse que estamos disponíveis no Centro de Recurso da Família, que é o Family Resource Center. Estamos disponíveis para ajudar qualquer um, todas as pessoas na comunidade. Temos serviço para todos. Temos programações para todos, indivíduos, famílias, casais. Se você tiver alguma pergunta, você não tem certeza aonde ir, aonde buscar certos serviços, ligue para a gente no 508-815-5151. Se você precisar de intérprete, solicite que conseguiremos um intérprete para você. Obrigada. Thank you.
Alice del Centro de Recursos de Familia responde a la pregunta diciendo que todas las agencias de la isla están disponibles para ayudar a todas las personas de la comunidad, ya sean personas con familia, con niños, parejas, personas solteras, sin importar su estado. Ellos están aquí para ayudarlas. Si tienen alguna pregunta y todavía no saben cuál agencia es la que los puede ayudar mejor, por favor llamen al 508-815-5115 y ellos, si necesitan intérprete, les buscarán el intérprete y para ayudarlos de la mejor manera.
Thanks, Cindy. Claudia, I see your hand up. Oh, I think she's frozen. There she is. Claudia?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, Brooke. A question. I do have 7 different members of the community, the Spanish speaking community. They want to let all the panelists and how grateful they are with all the support and all the help. Unfortunately, all of them don't speak English, and they cannot show to them how the gratitude is towards them. So that is why I want to say, because it's a lot of people just send me that they are very, very grateful for all the help and support. Thank you.
Thank you, Claudia. I can't think of a better way to wrap this up than that. Wow. So thank you to everybody who joined us to offer help, to translate, to support everyone in our community in this very difficult time. And for those of you who are watching this out on YouTube or NCTV, or will be watching it at a later time, please, please, please seek help, reach out. This community is here to take care of you. And hopefully in all the faces here, you see how much we care about you and how much we want to make sure your needs are being met as an important member of our community. So thanks for listening to us tonight. And thanks to NCTV 18 and the town of Nantucket for sponsoring and making this happen. I end the evening with an expression of immense gratitude to everyone. Thank you so much.